Hello and welcome back to the Roundtable Football. I'm Charles, and today we're going to dive into last night's electrifying Champions League games. Yes, we had some electrifying games that took place in the Champions League last night, and some big teams that played, and some big and major results. Of course, the Milan is back. AC Milan and then Inter Milan, they are absolutely back. So sit back, relax, grab a cup of coffee, or grab a glass of water like me, and let's get into this. So going into last night games, we had some interesting games that actually took place. First of all, there was a game between Club Brugge and Aston Villa. We've been mentioning about Aston Villa so much on this channel, how good they are doing in one league and how they are struggling on the other side of the league. Although the last time we did a podcast here, Aston Villa was on top of the Champions League, but after last night's result, nah, they're not there. So yes, Aston Villa was hosted in Germany last night by Club Brugge, and it was a tight game for Unai Emery and his boys. I was actually watching the game because one of those games that were earlier on. I watched the first half of the game and the midfield game, and the whole play out was 50-50. But seeing that they were playing away from home all the way in Germany, it was a bit of a struggle for them, and the game ended 1-0. I'm sorry, Aston Villa fans, but yes, Club Brugge won the game 1-0, and yes, so what is my take from this game? Like I mentioned the other day, which is always going to be that when teams find themselves in a lot more leagues than they are used to, it becomes a bit difficult for them to hang on, and it requires the players to have the determination, for them to have that mindset that we can play 2 to 3 games per week, and we need to know how to manage our energy, we know how to manage the team. But then again, it's not the end of the world for Aston Villa. I believe that it's only a learning curve, and they are going to pick them. Yeah, they're going to make up from this. And there was a game between Shakhtar and Young Boys, which the game ended 2-1. Yes, it ended 2-1 in favor of Shakhtar. We know Shakhtar is already a good team all the way from Russia, so they were hosting the Young Boys. I think the Young Boys is a Netherlands team. Yes, so it was a. I didn't actually watch this game. Let's just see the tactics on the game. Um, let's just see the match stats. So Shakhtar had 6 shots on goal, and Young Boys only had one. Actually, I won't even go deep into that. They are really young boys. I mean, one shot in target compared to six in a 90-minute match in the Champions League, it's awful. That is my personal opinion. Because how do you expect to go forward and play against teams like Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Atletico Madrid, for example, Liverpool currently, who's doing so well in the Champions League, and you can only manage one shot on target. So for young boys, I feel like they're probably clowning in that game, but that's just football. There was a game also last night between Sparta Prague and Stade Brest. Stade Brest, I don't know whether they are coming out of their shelf or they've been out of the shelf for a long time, but I believe that Brace this season is really giving everyone a taste of their own a taste of their own medicine, if I put it that way. Brace won the game 2-1, and even Thierry Henry said that Brace is really surprising. I mean, all the way from France in the League 1, and they are doing absolutely well. They are really holding up there with the big boys. And yeah, I wish them all the best, and I wish those fans of Brace all the best. And I hope that whether it's in the League 1 or in the Champions League, they can go as far as they do wish. And yeah, with the other luck, that's for the other people. We leave it for the other day. And like I said, Milan is back, guys. Milan is back. Do you guys remember the time where AC Milan or Inter Milan just like went in a down spiral where they couldn't even stay in the Champions League past the group stages? That's I'm speaking about the old the old format of the Champions League. Obviously, this is a new one that started this season, but remember then, Milan just couldn't make it even past the group stages. If they made it past the group stages, they wouldn't even go past what do you call this, the last 16. But last night, Inter Milan beat Arsenal 1-0. I mean, what's up with Arteta? And I was watching an interview of Arteta this morning where he was like, I'm proud of my boys. We played very well. Bro, played well. How? You might have played well, but playing well does not give you the 3 points. Playing well does not take you through to the next stages. The 3 points does take you there, and you lost. You have to accept it. Arteta, you lost last night. Be humble, huh? Be humble. I'm just kidding. So yeah, Arsenal lost 1-0 last night against Inter Milan. Like I said, Milan is back. AC Milan beating Real Madrid at home, and Inter Milan also beating Arsenal at home. So what I'm saying is that Inter Milan played at home and they beat Arsenal. AC Milan had played away from home, obviously, and they beat Real Madrid at their home. So this is kind of heavyweight. I mean, they did something big, and I feel like the city of Milan should celebrate with this. They should pop up some bottles for them. I mean, they did well. So yeah, Inter Milan won against Arsenal, and Arsenal fans, after this result, you got a big game coming up Sunday. It's the London Derby. Arsenal or Chelsea versus Arsenal, the Blues versus the Reds. How do you think this affects Sunday's derby match? Get into the comment section, let me know. And just before I forget, I want everybody to know that Sunday, when Chelsea is playing against Arsenal, I'm going to be doing a live podcast. This is going to be not a watch along, so it's going to be during the halftime. So during the halftime, I'm going to do a halftime show, and this is going to be live from Mojo Market. I'll be in Sea Point at Mojo Market, me, and I'll have obviously fans from both sides, from Chelsea and Arsenal, and we're going to be asking questions. We're going to hear their input and their matches. So if you are around, come along, and yeah, everybody's welcome. This is the round table. There is, of course, a seat for everybody. You just come and grab a seat, and we're gonna have a good time. Anyways, getting back to last night games, and another team that is back on it is Barcelona. God, I mean, are you guys seeing exactly the way Barcelona is just showing like every team right now? I mean, it was Bayern, it was Real Madrid, and last night it was well, this might not be a big team. This team is Crvena Zvezda. Is that how you pronounce the name? But we all know who Barcelona played last night. But I feel like Barcelona is also back. Remember what Xavi said, that it wasn't easy to manage this team, and he just kept losing or didn't do well up until he got sacked. But that is another story. We all know the whole saga of Xavi getting sacked, how it was, and I don't condone or encourage anyone or any manager to get sacked, just the same way that what happened to Ten Hag. But that is a story for another day. But getting back to the match, Barcelona won the match 4-2, and my apologies. I mean, Barcelona won the match 5-2 because I left the game around then. Barcelona won the game 5-2, and if you look at the guys who are scoring the goals or the guys who are affecting the whole result, is the same guys every day. This means consistency in the team. Hansi Flick is really doing good with the team. It is Lewandowski, Lamine Yamal, what is the name of this guy? Rafinha, that winger, who's absolutely a good Brazilian. He's playing good. I wish Manchester United would have gotten him in the place of Anthony. Yes, Anthony's a clown. Anthony is a clown for real. I mean, he can't even adapt to the weather in England. But anyway, so yeah, Barcelona is back. Let me get back to it. The one 5-2. One thing I must actually I will not shy away from mentioning today is that the team that Barcelona played against last night, there was a guy who scored the goal for this team for Grez. What's the name of the team again? Um, Krevna. Silas is a Congolese. So big up to my Congolese brother for scoring a goal against Barcelona. You did well. So yeah, big up to Congo, man. Silas did well for his team. But obviously they couldn't stay and contend against Barcelona. I mean, it is Barcelona. the Catalan, man. You can't just play against them. I mean, you they beat Real Madrid, they beat Bayern Munich, and they're on the run, man. I feel like someone should put a muzzle on Barcelona or something like that. You know, a muzzle should be put on Barcelona. Anyways, there was a game between Feyenoord and Salzburg. The game ended 3-1 in favor of Salzburg. Salzburg is also, I mean, when I see a team winning in the Champions League, it is a good thing for them. Also, it boosts them up, obviously going into their own league, because when you lose in the Champions League, you come already feeling tired from that whole loss and what it has done to you. But when you win in the Champions League, it kind of boosts up your mood and motivation going into your league. Um, Atalanta versus Stuttgart played also last night. Atalanta, obviously, a team that Rasmus Højlund come from. For those of you who are not aware of who's Rasmus Højlund, that is the United's number 9, Rasmus Højlund. He come from Atalanta and his team in the Champions League. So um, I don't know. Sometimes my mind trying to put this together. How does he feel seeing that he left the team to go to another, and only for that team to be successful? Well, not successful as in they are winning titles, but successful that they are in a bigger league than the new team you join. But then again, you join United, which is a big team. It's every player's dream to go to United. So big up to Rasmus Højlund. The team won 2-0 against Stuttgart. And another surprising result from last night. Well, I want you guys to let me know if this was a surprise to you or not, if you expected it. That is PSG versus Atletico Madrid. The game ended 2-1 in favor of Atletico Madrid. PSG lost at home. I mean, I said it the other day that I feel like since Mbappe left PSG, they are also struggling and they haven't really found a replacement. And Luis Enrique is just, trying to make it through the day. He's trying to make it through the league. He's trying to make it through Champions League. And sooner or later, it is going to catch up with him. And last night it did against Atletico Madrid. How does PSG lost at home? Let me know. I don't know. And the last game of the night was Bayern Munich versus Benfica. This was actually a big game. I mean, for Bayern to only score one goal, and this was scored by Musiala. I mean, not even their regular scorer was on the score sheet last night, which is Harry Kane. And the game ended in favor of Bayern Munich. And the score was scored like in the 67th minute. Wow. So this was a goal only came in the second half. So it must have been a very tight game, and Bayern Munich came on top of it. Let's actually have a look at the standing right now of the Champions League. Since the last time we discussed and said that Aston Villa was on top. So the last time I said that Aston Villa was actually on top of the Champions League, and whoever thought that they could be that. But guess who's on top right now? That is Liverpool. Liverpool is on top of the Champions League, 4 out of 4. They haven't lost any game in the Champions League, which is amazing. And they've scored 10 goals and only conceded one goal. I mean, like, their defense is good. This only shows how good or how amazing Liverpool's defense is, and all the players and overall. I mean, they're holding the top of the Champions League. Then we have Sporting Lisbon, the team that beat Manchester City Tuesday night. They've played 4 games and won 3 and lost one. I mean, drew the other game, which is also good. And they've scored 9 goals and only conceded 2 goals. This is another good. I mean, you had Robin Amorim saying that they played very well defensively, and he doesn't think United can play like that, but they will have to adapt. So it's going to take time before United can get there. So yeah, let's get into the top 4 in the Champions League, and then it's Monaco. Monaco also haven't lost any game in the Champions League. So up to Inter Milan, who's number 5, they all haven't lost a game. They've drawn games, and Barcelona is number 6. Dortmund number 7, and Aston Villa has gone down to number 8. Can you believe it? From the top 4 to number 8. And let's see, where is Los Blancos? Los Blancos is number 8 in the Champions League. They've won 2 games and lost 2 in the Champions League. There's still a way back for them. Although even though AC Milan beat them the other night, AC Milan's number 20, Benfica's number 19. So there is still hope for those teams to make it through. Because obviously I think it's the top 4 or top 8 who make it. Then the next 8 will also go through a qualification stages. So there's still a chance. I mean, it's not over yet. Don't write off any team yet. It's not over yet. And we have PSG on number 25. Not even going there. Young boys are holding the relegation zone. So, yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me again on this episode of the UEFA Champions League match recap. I'm very happy that you always take your time to join me. I know that everybody's busy, but yet you take your time to join me and just follow the recap from the Champions League. I'm very happy that you guys take your time to do this. But please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Really happy. I like the community that we are building, and really do hope that we'll get to meet one day soon. But of course, like I said, we're going to be live this Sunday at Mojo Market. Until we meet each other again, keep well and let us know in the comment section which match was your surprise last night and who is your player of the night. Thank you.